What's up, guys? Some of you guys have been following our 496 project on our Baja. Some of you haven't. If you stumble across this video and you get anything out of it, please like and subscribe for us. Trying to hit 500 subscribers so we can start making some money on this. Boat parts aren't cheap. Um, so if you looked at the previous videos, you'll notice that we were running about 4,800 RPMs, and that's pretty much the limitation of our boat. We started floating valves a little bit. So I kind of looked at some things, did some short diagnostics, and I figured out a different game plan before I go any further. I looked up some stuff that Raylar Engineering recommends. The Larry Hofer is about the smartest there is when it comes to the 496. I've talked to him only one time. He gave me some recommendations. I read his book. Being in the industry myself, not the boating industry, but as a mechanic, I could really tell he knows what he's talking about. He's a very honest man. There's a lot of things on the internet going back and forth in these blogs and stuff. I'm here to tell you the guy's the real deal. He has more time invested in these engines than anybody. And from what I could tell, he's a straight up guy. I really respect the man. And I recommend anything that he puts on market. So with that being said, all these parts behind me are recommended or purchased from Raylar Engineering. This is the comp cams valve springs. I'll put the part number in the back is what we're going to be replacing, because the ones on the 496 are really lightweight, if you will. They're not prepared for any kind of modifications or any kind of power additives. So once we're getting to 4,800 RPMs, it kind of flutters and it just doesn't feel right. And I have a feeling that that's the valves floating. So we're going to replace these. With those, we added some new seals. Anytime you replace valve springs, you want to replace the seals because you're already there. New retainers. We got the what are they called? The keepers to do that. Since we're already there, we're going to go ahead and I purchased these from Raylar Engineering. They're roller rockers, stainless steel. Seem to be really good quality. He's one that has the nuts for them, so you can keep the roller rockers underneath the valve cover, which is really good in my opinion. I mean, who wants to go spend $1,000 trying to make some valve covers just for roller rockers? You know, he came up with this development, and I'm very happy that he did. So it saves me a lot of time and a lot of money. Raylar Engineering, Larry also sent me the gaskets as I requested for the intake manifold. I'm having a little bit of an issue with low oil pressure as we're going. I don't know if it's electrical or if I'm actually creating a vacuum by the leaks. If you look at the 2002 models, the older gaskets on the 496 for the intake manifold, they do have a leaking problem. And with as much going on in this engine now, it could be creating a vacuum and causing an issue at high RPMs. So with that being said, to take care of what's in the back of my mind could be creating that problem, I'm going to go ahead and replace all the gaskets there, reseal it very well. I don't recommend reusing the intake manifold gaskets, even though they say you can. Don't do it. It's horrible. I did it, and now it's in the back of my mind that they're leaking. So we're going to go ahead and replace that. Another thing I'd like to go over is the fuel filters. We replaced fuel filters last year, and I bought Sierra ones off of Amazon. So I ran into a little bit of a problem with the RPMs just getting to 48 and not going any further. I looked up the fuel filter and it says made in China. It's a knockoff. So if you're familiar with Sierra parts, they're made in Nevada. I looked at different things on Amazon and I looked at some reviews and different things. They're knockoffs. So if you're buying any kind of boat parts for maintenance, I do not recommend Amazon. It's horrible. It's not regulated. You could just be buying anything that people are willing to put on there, and you know, they could say whatever they want, and it's just not true. So spend the extra money, buy your boat parts from a reputable dealer and install them. So this cost me $109 for the one fuel filter, and I think this one is $45 for the fuel water separator. But we're going to go ahead and replace those. We're also, since we're there, we're going to be doing the Hardin Marine impeller. I have a Hardin Marine sea pump, so I went and got that from the Hardin Marine shop. I mean, they have really good parts. I'm very satisfied with everything that I've gotten from them. And last but not least, having a bad belt will destroy your day. So I'm going to leave the part number for this Napa belt. It's only about 28, 30 bucks, something like that, versus the 100 and 110 that you'll pay at the dealership. Mercury certified parts or whatever. So I'll leave you guys the part number and everything else in the comments, and along with all the other part numbers that I use, just in case you guys want to do this. That's today's project. Here's the one of the valve spring tools that I got. I have another one that I use, but I don't know if this one's going to fit on the valve stems, so, or the stems. So, and I also got the 14 millimeter extension tube to add air to the cylinder so the valves don't drop. If I drop a valve right now, I don't know what I would do. The season's right around the corner, and I really don't feel like pulling the engine apart. So I'm gonna hook this up, add some air, change the valve springs, and hopefully everything goes smooth. I'll do another video here, talk about the horsepower upgrades that we've done all throughout. I think we're right around 485 horsepower with everything. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and do the MSD blaster coils. A lot of people say, well, it only does 5 to 7 horsepower, buy stock, they last forever, and that's fine. You guys could do that. I prefer MSD. They make a great product. I'm very happy with them. They on the dyno pulls from Larry Hofer, it says they're 5 to 7 horsepower. I'm going to spend the same amount of money for OEM or aftermarket coil packs as I did with these, so I'm going to try them, see how they do. You don't have to take my word for it. You could go with stock, whatever makes you happy. That's just what I'm going with. I've had MSD in a couple other vehicles that I've had, and I really like their stuff. They make a great product, and I'm willing to try them. So anyways, I'm going to do a couple other videos during this and show you how to change the valve springs. I'm also going to be doing a video on how to break in and out drive, because that was a very interesting one to find any information on. So if you get anything out of this, please like and subscribe and help me out. Thank you.